In the book, they're like, these are the scams you got to watch out for, and they warn you about the scams.
Wow, they have a section of the book about scams. That's how much they are.
Yeah, but here's this thing about the crazy thing about the scams is they tell you to watch out for them, but once you're in them, you're just like, oh, this is that scam I read about, and it's just happening to you, and you don't know how to undo
what kind of scams were there?
So we get there. There's this whole thing about, like, you got to take the right taxi from the airport. They give you a receipt. Don't give them the receipt unless they take you where you're supposed to go. They're going to try and take you to another hotel. Dude, we land there. We get the right taxi. They try to take us to another hotel. They say our hotel burned down. They drive us somewhere else. So we're like, this is ridiculous.
We're in this scam.
Yeah. We're now. This is that thing I read about. Cool, it's happening to us. So we're like, this is ridiculous. We want to go to our hotel, and they're like, fine, you can get out right here. And now we're like, we're not getting scammed. We're just standing with our bags in the middle of New Delhi, dude.
Here's the problem with the stand your ground against the scams in some foreign place. One, you're scamming me probably in some places for about $3.
Yes.
And two, there is a cost-sum analysis of, I'm not going to go for this, but I am fucked right now. Where the fuck am I? How do I even get a cab?
Yeah. Well, there's also, like, I've since changed my philosophy on traveling to places like this, and I was battling it in Italy. In India, it was different. I just was always, like, constantly like, I'm not trying to I don't want to be ripped off because I'm a tourist.
Right.
And then you realize it's a couple more bucks to them. It's nothing to you. Get ripped off. That's my philosophy.
Because also it's like, how much time am I going to spend and discomfort am I going to take to not get ripped off?
It's time. It's discomfort. It's nothing. If
it's just a simple thing of let's just say water's here $1, and Sal Volcano will not pay more than $1 for a water.
Oh,
he's a billionaire. Too. Yeah, and they're like $1.50. He goes, no, it's $1, and they're like, sir, $1.50. Like it's Central Park, man. It's $1.50, and he goes, then I'll move on. And like, here's a millionaire who will go thirsty because it's $1.
But the thing. I mean, just specifically in New York, if you start putting it back, 90% of the time they'll say fine, it's $1.
So there is a moment where you could go where they're like, hey, let's say water costs $1 somewhere, and they go $2, and now you're on vacation. Even if every single time they charge you $2, it's going to add another 12 to your trip. But just go. There's a moment where you can go, no, $1, and they go, okay. That you can take that moment. It's not like you have to just give in to every scam.
Sure.
But you don't go super hard. They're like $2 or nothing. They're
but
like,
it's
just give it to me.
India, so it's like this should be 30 cents, not 70 cents. It's like, what? Like, who cares, man? And I'm not. That's maybe not exactly. I don't know the exchange rate, but my friend did say today. I was asking him about it. According to his memory or what he remembers, besides flights, he spent $500 in our month in India, which I don't know if that's right, but that's what he remembers, which is pretty crazy. Yeah.
Do you think that's just a Jewish thing, or everybody? When you're like, guess how much this meal cost?
I don't know, but it's definitely a Jewish thing. I mean, this is my cheapest Jewish friend.
I feel like it's not just Jewish. Oh, he's also Jewish?
Yeah, he's also Jewish.
I feel like it's not just Jewish because other people are like, when we had those almuerzas in Ecuador, they have them other places. I guess
lunch?
Just a prefix lunch.
Yeah.
Fresh juice.
Nice.
Main, 2 sides, sometimes dessert. Mm-hmm. And you're like, how much was it? Like $2.50. And you're like, no fucking way.
Crazy.
But you're both like, no way.
That's crazy.
Maybe I'm more because I'm Jewish, but it's interesting.
That got me so hyped right now.
Back to India.
So anyway, then they take us to the
$500
for the month. Yeah, and this is granted, like, in retrospect, I think honestly, like, I felt like going to India was kind of like what you hear about women when they're pregnant. They have to forget about how bad it was to then say, I kind of want to be pregnant again. Like, it was a hardcore month.
Yeah.
And now, only a few years later was I like, I want to go back, because it really is the most interesting place I've ever been. But like, so that first scam. So luckily, another taxi comes by. They take us to the hotel. But then I'm just telling you, like, 10 minutes out in the streets in Delhi or anywhere else in India is like, you like walk around for like 10 minutes and then you come back to your hotel. You close the doors and you're like, fuck. That was so intense.
It's overwhelming.
Dude, it's so loud. There's so much noise. There's so many people. It's so chaotic. Everyone's trying to sell things to you, or like they sell things by like grabbing your hand. That's the things, they will grab your hand.
What?
Yeah, dude. Like, all right. So I actually found this.
Do it. So I'm just I'm just walking, or am I reaching?
They're just like my friend, or maybe they'll put something on you or something like that. They're like the sale is halfway done by the time you can say no. So I read this in my notes today, and I forgot this happened the very first day. We're walking around New Delhi. We pass through a park. A guy walks out from behind a bush, and he's like, "My name is Muhammad Ali. I'm an ear cleaner. Would you like your ears cleaned in the park?" you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to respond to that. I don't know the right price. I don't know how to. I don't know if I need my ears
about this
cleaned.
park. It's like, get away from me.
Yes.
Get away.
Yes. It was funny. The cool thing is that they were like, this is pre-internet, but they were already like ahead of time with reviews because he had a book of testimonials of people saying like Muhammad Ali is the greatest of all time. He cleaned my ears. So I remember one guy wrote Muhammad Ali gave me an ear abortion. Like they were saying like, and dude, you're like, how are you gonna clean my ears? It's a fucking kebab skewer. It's a metal spear. That is, you're just gonna let some dude in the park just go to town.
Who doesn't have to go by any sort of like FCC laws.
No,
right?
Isn't the FCC for broadcasting?
Whatever it is, you know what I mean? ADA, whatever.
The American Dental Association has nothing to do with this guy's ear cleaning.
It's like the tuk-tuks or whatever. They get my motorcycle and I'll drive you somewhere.
Yeah.
It's like these aren't regulated by the government. It's some guy.
Well, you just got to assume that like people, it's bad business to fuck people up,
right.
And you don't want to get in trouble with the law or anything. So there's that. But I'm
and
just
most
saying,
people
like,
don't want to just deafen someone.
yes, but I'm just not letting a dude in the park go to town on my ears.
Like either way,
I'm not like no. It's like I was like third generation, dude. You'd think by third generation you'd get a kiosk at the mall or something besides a bush in the park to sell your ear cleaning wares.
Wow.
I'm saying that there's like it's a city, but there's animals. I can't remember if there was cows in Delhi or not, but there's cows, there's monkeys. Dude, I mean, you've traveled enough to know that monkeys, very cute, but very evil. You don't know how to deal with them.
Do you ever see them steal anything?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. They go, and everywhere had different monkey advice. Some of them like, you got to stare them down. Other ones are like, never look them in the eyes. Yeah, that's why I've heard both. Don't take their picture. Like, they hate the
if they're right there,
paparazzi.
if you look them in the eye, they're like, what the fuck do you want? You want business?
Yeah, dude.
So you have to like
They're
look
so
away as
crazy.
they're coming right here.
Dude, and they're a crew. It's a bunch of monkeys. I mean,
in Hong Kong, they said, oh, better put your don't take any plastic bags like out. You have to keep them in your non-visible.
Okay, that
they
makes sense.
have plastic bags as food's in there. Just grab it.
Sure.
And they're like, and then monkeys know once you put your lips on something, the whites are just like, take it. I don't want it anymore. So if they just touch the straw of a Starbucks thing, that Starbucks thing is theirs.
yeah.
All they gotta do is touch it.
I mean, that's the thing is like you don't want to get. I mean, touch from a monkey, you're like, what disease did I just get? You know what I mean?
Monkeypox.
So yeah, monkeypox, the new AIDS. Who knows what it is? I'm not saying that monkeypox is the new AIDS. I'm saying this. They could also give you the new AIDS.
Yeah.
just
Exactly.
to
Exactly. Yeah.
say.
It's all on the table with monkeys.
Like here's an example of
And
like
gouging your eyes out.
what?
It's always a
They could
possibility with
do that.
monkeys. It's
Dude,
like I
they're
just I
super
don't know.
strong.
Yeah.
But like this is an India thing. This
yeah.
didn't happen when I was there, but this is a story that like kind of encapsulates like what going to India was like. They had a monkey problem. I forget if it was in Delhi or in a city in India.
Mm-hmm.
Their answer to the monkey problem: bigger guard monkeys. Do you see what I'm saying? Like this is what's going on in certain parts of this country. Like it's intense, dude. And like all right, think of the craziest homeless person you ever seen in New York.
Saw him today.
All right, cool. Now think of him covered in boils, wearing a diaper, holding a trident. Do you see what I'm saying? Everything is next level.
Wow.
It's next level. It's like a supervillain. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It's just everything was just super intense.
How long till you got over the what the fuckness of it all?
Never.
Never.
I mean, it was just like
Like you're
so,
getting ready to leave for the airport.
Wait,
and
so
what?
so we're like going around. So that's one scam that happens to me. Then like I'm walking around one day.
How'd you get to your hotel?
Then another taxi happened to be driving by. We're like, take us to the hotel, and they took us. So thank God that happened. So
Those
we got
airport
to the hotel.
taxis are the ones.
Yeah. Well, you know what was dumb was we didn't follow it the whole thing. This is also like we're also like 21 and not sure how to really assert ourselves properly. Like the whole key with it was that you don't give them the receipt until they take you where you want to go. And I think we'd already given them the receipt.
He's like, can I get a receipt, please?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I thought we weren't supposed to, but
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
He's
exactly.
Like, yeah, right. You're not.
Well, you have to get all three people on
in
the
New
same
York,
page.
it's like put the meter on.
Yeah.
And because it's like, oh, he just forgot. It's like no, he forgot on purpose.
Oh, dude, my guy at the airport the other day was like banging on the meter, pretending like it was broke, and he's like, "This thing, it doesn't work. How much would you pay me?" I'm like,
hey, no big deal, man. I'll just write down your medallion number and I'll call it in. He's like, no, hold on, it'll work.
And then it works. It's magic. So I just didn't know how to be like a little bit more as far as giving.
This thing doesn't work. Oh my God!
Yeah.
What? I don't know. Jesus, dude, I live here.
Yeah, I know. But I would be giving with the money and then a little more forceful with like that tax. Not forceful, just like it's just all three dudes have to be on the same page. You know what I mean? So it was like hard to communicate. So then I'm walking around. We're walking around Delhi, and a guy saddles up next to me, points down at my shoe. I look down at my shoe. There's a piece of shit.
Okay. I just want to make sure you're still on. Yeah.
There's a piece of shit perfectly centered on my shoe. Another one of the scams that I read about. So what they do is they shit shoe you. You never heard? This never happened to you? You got shit shoeing, man. It's a real scam. They walk up. Somehow they have perfect aim with this shit. It's like a pile of shit right on your shoe. And then they happen to be shoe cleaners. They happen to be shoe cleaners. So like, hey man, looks like you need your shoes cleaned.
And you do.
Oh no, I read about this scam. So now I'm.
But it's too late. You already got me. The shit on my shoe. I do need it clean now.
I'm saying, dude. I didn't. I'm like, I'll clean it myself. I'm not falling for this. There's no way out of it once you got shit shoed. I mean, dude. And I'm a germaphobe. So I'm like, I clean off the shoe. I had to like, I marinated the shoe in hand sanitizer. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like, I have to wear this. This is the beginning of my trip.
It's also not like a high level shit. It's not a Wall Street shit.
No,
it's
I mean,
a New Delhi fucking recycled shit.
It's a perfect, but their aim is like, it's a perfect dollop right there. Like, perfect. Like, there's none on your pants. There's not anywhere else.
Oh, my God.
So, like, I'm like, wow, every scam that they warned us about is happening, right? So, by now, I'm, like, paranoid about it. Now, the last scam that I read about was a hotel restaurant will poison your food. Poison your food. Then they call the paramedics. They got to deal with the hospital. They get in on the medical bill, and you got to go to the hospital and you come back. So now I'm fucking paranoid about that, right?
What?
Right. So I'm like, this is gonna happen to me, and I read about that, and I go. After these two scams happen, I'm like, I got to be on the lookout for scams. I go to a restaurant. They just keep giving me rice. They keep giving me rice. I'm like, this rice is poisoned. They're trying to poison me. Only afterwards I realize. I'm in India. Of course they're giving me rice. No one is poisoning me with the rice. Like I'm just saying the level of paranoia I'm at.
Yeah, because you've already been scammed twice.
I've already been scammed twice.
These are all coming true.
Where you been and where you going? This is Ari's travel show, yeah. We're gonna go on a journey today. See what there's to see in this big world. We're exploring different places, seeing all different types of faces. We're gonna talk about travel today.